What's up guys, and welcome to FPL Today and the Game Week 19 team selection video, where we go over how I did in Game Week 18, what a weird game week that was, and what we're planning to do for Game Week 19. Now, all transparency right here, we know loads could change before Game Week 19, so I will be planning to do a second part to this team selection video where we kind of nail down a little bit more what the plan is. But first, let's look at how we did in Game Week 18. So Game Week 18 started off with, of course, a postponement with Aston Villa and Burnley not going ahead. Fortunately, I was on my wildcard because, to be honest, I still had it in my back pocket and it had to be used by Game Week 19. So we used it, and we did have some Aston Villa players in, and of course we took them out. So the lineup was very heavily focused on Game Week 18, and hopefully we'll see that the majority of these players can play in Game Week 19. However, we do still have my free hit, and then after that we will have the wildcard back in play after Game Week 19 finishes. So we may very well be free hitting into the next game week, which means we can make the most out of these 2 game weeks that have been so crazy. Now, of course, there is the chance of postponement as well, so we'll see what happens there. Last time there was a postponement of any length to the season, everyone had unlimited transfers when the season restarted. So again, that would be a situation that I could probably lean into. However, best performers for me were, of course, Cancelo, goal and assist. What a performance from him. Clean sheet as well. Literally one of the greatest performances I could have got from a defender. The only problem is so many people around me own him that it didn't make that much difference. Same goes for the likes of Reece James and Trent Alexander-Arnold, who also managed to get points on the board. Trent from an assist and all bonus points, despite the fact they conceded 2 goals, and James getting a clean sheet and 6 points. The midfield was very disappointing. Foden didn't start, and I brought in Foden for Bernardo Silva. Fortunately, Bernardo Silva didn't really do anything either, so it's not a major loss there, but there were points to be had in that Manchester City game. Mason Mount and Chelsea, very disappointing at the moment with their performances, so potentially we don't need as many Chelsea players as currently people are getting in, so Mount might be one that I look to get rid of and just keep James as a defender. Smith Rowe didn't start and again came off the bench with a goal, getting 6 points, and Jota performing just as well as he has done all season, getting a goal as well. However, Salah didn't get a return, one of the first times in a long time that he hasn't, and of course he was my captain, so that's 2 points, doubled to 4. And then up front, we were going to go with Watkins. Instead, we went with Gelhardt. Now, he did actually manage to get an assist, so that's 4 extra points, although we probably aren't going to be sticking on him for a very long time. It was mainly a play around the fixtures that were still available and to get Watkins out the side. Now, we did still have Antonio on the bench, so we did still have one player that wasn't playing in this game week, but otherwise we were fully covered. So when Foden didn't start, we did get the points from Wilson, which of course was only 2 points. And Wilson is someone I'm happy to keep during these tough fixtures as long as Newcastle are still playing. But as you can see on the bench, don't particularly want Manquillo any longer after this game week passes, so there's plenty of transfers for us to make moving forward. That has given us a rise in rank of around 6k to 27,798 according to livefpl.net, which is decent on this game week, although I know some people had amazing free hits, so we may have dropped behind some people that were ahead of us, but as long as we're seeing green arrows, we are happy. And before we move on to what my plan is for Game Week 19, here's a quick video from Fanteam. Some really exciting news over on Fanteam as they have launched their second chance Fantasy Premier League season game. This game starts on January the 14th on Game Week 22 and is free to play with £1,000 prize pool, with first place getting £20,000. Make sure to check out the top link in the description down below. Sign up for Fanteam. It helps support the channel and also gets you involved in a free-to-play game that can win you cash prizes. Hopefully I'll see you over on Fanteam, and let's get back to the video. By the way, just quickly, just because I want to brag a little bit, we actually made some money on Fanteam out of the Manchester City game and of course the Arsenal game. We actually had Martinelli as captain in a match fantasy game just focused on the Arsenal versus Leeds fixture. So we actually came 12th out of a lot of people, so we got some money in the pot thanks to a good performance on a daily matchup. But if you want to go and play some Fanteam, play for a bit of money, It's only £1.68, I believe, for entry to most things that are weekly. Then do go check them out. Top link in the description. Anyway, as for my team going into Game Week 19, it doesn't look terrible, but of course that could change very quickly in this current climate. We have Ramsdale and Tierney both against Norwich away. As long as that fixture goes ahead, that is a great fixture. Hopefully Tierney can get some attacking returns and Ramsdale can keep a clean sheet because he decided not to the first game week I had him in. We also have Trent, James and Cancelo, the big three at the back. They can get points in any game just from attacking returns, maybe even clean sheet points on top of that. We then move on to a 5-man midfield. We have Foden with Leicester at home. Hopefully he will start because he was of course rested in the past game. We've got Mount against Aston Villa away, Smith Rowe against Norwich away with his teammates Tierney and Ramsdale. And then we got Jota and Salah with Leeds at home with Trent, and to be honest, there could be so many goals in that Leeds game if Leeds don't change their style. So we're hoping for a Salah masterclass. Although, who knows, maybe we'll take a cheeky punt on Jota. Hopefully he could get more points than Salah does. But knowing me, I'm probably going to stick the armband on Salah and just play it safe. And then up front we have Antonio if the game goes ahead against Southampton at home. We do have a bench full of Newcastle players with a Man United fixture, so we don't know if that will go ahead as well. And then Gelhardt as the last substitute with that Liverpool fixture. Again, Liverpool do concede goals, so maybe Gelhardt would be someone we might take a risk on playing as the first sub. But with all that being said, I'm most likely going to wait and see what games are potentially postponed and what games aren't. And I might even free hit into Game Week 19, even with no news, just to play it safe and make a team that is more balanced than this team is if we've had absolutely no news. And of course, we'll wait and see if the season is postponed at all. That is another possibility. So many possibilities around the corner that we will try and make a video closer to the deadline. And of course, in that video, we can be a bit Christmassy maybe. And I wish you guys a Merry Christmas. So I'll definitely plan to do a second video. Transfers planned, if we don't use a free hit, will be mainly to get rid of some of these Newcastle players. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you have enjoyed it, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe and hit that notification bell. It really helps us on YouTube if you do all three of those things. And get involved in the comments down below. Was your Game Week 18 good? Was it bad? And how weird was it only having 4 games in a game week around Christmas time? Also, do check out Fanteam, top link in the description. I've been JNO, this has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game.